don't pass on the ball, miss it out. We don't need to take the risk, and we just shot ourselves in the foot with the second goal, the fourth goal, and then even the penalty.
Mark Perkins with Matt Beard for BBC Radio Merseyside, other BBC Sport outlets. Matt, first of all, what did you make of today's game?
Frustrating. Mine a little bit of last week, to be honest with you. We started the game slowly, even though we got in front. But you can't make the mistakes we've made today. To teams like Man City, we did exactly the same against Chelsea. So for my end, that's super frustrating. It comes down to common sense at the end of the day. We all want to try and play good football, play for it, but we've got a centre forward that wins probably every single header that goes our way, and we're playing to players under pressure. It's just there's too many details missing today. Type of pass, playing it to the wrong foot or back foot, or playing it behind them. Too many touches, too slow, but that's not us. But look, I think it's a bit of an eye-opener for us a little bit with, I guess, the gap with your Man Cities, your Chelseas, and your Arsenals. I think we've bridged the gap on Manchester United and the other teams, but it's just probably a harsh reminder of how big that gap is.
How frustrated were you with the nature of the goals today, then?
Well, goal 2 and 4 shouldn't happen. Goal 3, I need to ask the referee where the extra 2 minutes come from. But it's not the official's fault that we've lost the game today. But I didn't know where that extra 2 minutes come from.
And you mentioned that gap between yourselves and the sort of top 3 teams as it is now. I mean, how do you assess that? Tell us a little bit more about what your thinking is in that regard after a result like this.
Financial, of course. We do have a young team, and we will learn from this. And one thing I can credit my players for is that when we have had a setback, that we've regrouped and we've kicked on. We was in good form coming into today. But we did warn the players last week. We didn't perform at our best last week against Bristol City, and we nicked to win. And we did say, look, if we perform like we did last week, then this is the end result. And unfortunately for us, that's happened.
And it doesn't get any easier with Arsenal on the way next, but you must take some confidence into that game, given the fact you did beat them earlier in the season. Completely
different game. We're good at home. We like playing at Prenton Park. Arsenal are in good form, of course, but look, we'll regroup and we'll do our utmost to get 3 points next week.
And it is January, of course. I guess every side's looking to add to what they've got. How likely are we to see additions from Liverpool, and when in the month do you anticipate them coming?
Yeah, there'll be no incomings. Be none.
Yeah, simple as that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Matt, it'll feel a little bit raw at the minute, but when you look at it, you played all of the top 4 away and you've took 6 points. So does it feel like that gap has closed, this season?
Listen, it's over the course of a season. I think you're going to get the odd result like that. We beat Chelsea first season at home. We've beaten Arsenal. We've beaten Manchester United. Look, we've been doing okay. We can't let today ruin the next 5 months. We have to learn from it, but I just think for me the biggest thing is, I've said this about consistency, I need to get to the bottom of why we're starting games so slowly. And I said that even though it's funny, we went in front, but we didn't. We started slow last week against Bristol City. Before we started slow against Manchester United, so we need to get to the bottom of that. There's a pattern of that last year as well. But yeah, look, we've closed the gap and we're performing well this year. So it's not like a season-defining result. No one likes getting beat. We shouldn't be conceding 5 goals. Granted, they've got probably one of the world's best front 3. But look, it's a frustrating day for us because we know we're better than what we've shown today.
When you're talking about the mistakes, is it just a case of getting back on the training pitch and just putting the hours in and trying to kind of iron those out?
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, look, no one means to make a mistake. We don't punish people for making a mistake, but the game moves quick. You need to see you need to see the passes quicker. We've worked a lot this week on, our goal come from exactly what we worked on. We wanted to overload their press, which we did, and we managed to break out. But look, Tegan doesn't need to make the pass there. It should just go long. And as I said before, we've got, go short to go long, draw them on, and just miss out the press. You don't need to play through it. And that's, I think, for me, as I said to the players at half time, like, it's just common sense. If someone's marking you and you're that tight and they've got their back to play, don't pass them the ball. Miss it out. We don't need to take the risk, and we just shot ourselves in the foot with the second goal, the fourth goal, and then even the penalty.
Anyone else in the room? All okay. Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Cheers, thank you. Thanks for having this weather, by the way. Thinking out there.